Hello, guys. I am Shane Davis. I'm here with none of the beautiful, lovely Yanzi Lynn. And today we are talking about Tom King Batman once more. Now, you guys, if you will, look down below, hit like, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications as we have talked about these situations in pop culture, in comics, and all things fandom. Now, what you're looking at is actually a panel written by Tom King from a Batman comic book published by DC Comics. This is not fan fiction. This is not a YA graphic novel of a 12-year-old girl being sent to her room and calling her parents stupid. This is not that. This is Bruce Wayne. I saw my family, my mother, my father get shot down in Crime Alley after watching Zorro by Joe Chill. Batman. That's what you're reading. Now, this is, like I said, officially printed by DC Comics. Script mailed in, half-assed by Tom King. What do we got, Yanzi?
So this is from the Tom King Batman and Catwoman maxi-series that recently just concluded. It is pretty much I don't know, can we even use the label Elseworld now? This is kind of like an Elseworld thing. So it's not even in continuity, but people are celebrating it because, yay, finally Batman and Catwoman got married. Spoilers, yeah, Tom King was supposed to do that in his original run of Batman, but we know how that ended. Anyway, back to this one. So over here, this is a panel that is, well, it really can be taken out of context and be used to pretty much run Batman's character into the ground. He says, I fight my whole life since my stupid parents and that stupid gun and those stupid pearls flew everywhere. I tried to do good. And what happens? Well, it sounds like Batman is undergoing a pretty depressive episode, isn't he?
Well, sure. You could take that. You could take he's being sent to his room to do his homework, or he's grounded, or whatever little hissy he's having. So my issue with this, and again, I've worked in comics like 20 some odd years. I've worked on Batman before. Okay, literally there are Batman books I have worked on. I was one of the guys that helped bring Jason Todd back to life with the Red Hood. That's how me and Yanzi met. I've been there. And there's certain elements, whether I was drawing Superman, Superboy, Batman, Robin, Jason Todd, Joker beating him with a crowbar, there's certain elements that are core to the characters you're drawing or representing. Okay. And I remember this is a story. This was the Paul Levitz era of DC Comics, a better era, something like it was just a lot better than it is today. And I'm talking about content. I'm talking about sales, everything. An artist, not myself, had Batman pick up a gun to hand to somebody for whatever reason. They had dropped the gun. He was picking it up. He picked up the gun by the handle, this one panel. Batman didn't shoot it, didn't anything. And the publisher of DC Comics said, you have to go redraw that. He has to flip the gun around where he's holding the gun by the barrel. And everybody's like, well, what was the reason? Why? And it was like, because that one panel could be taken out of context. And from that one panel, it could ruin the character. It could destroy the intellectual property. Some people thought that was a little much, but it was nice that somebody at the publisher actually cared about the representation of the character and made sure that not one panel could be taken out of context. Again, famous panel, Batman smacking Robin, goes viral.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, I mean, like that panel.
It's been memed to hell and back pretty much.
Right. First off, Tom King didn't get to finish his historic 100-issue Batman run because sales rose, skyrocketed. Retailers were told, no, they're getting married. Order all your variant covers you want. The retailer I knew was on the phone with the rep at DC Comics. He's like, so they're still getting married? He's like, yeah, they're getting married. He's like, I'm holding the books I ordered. My retail variant shipped to me. I have them. They're not getting married. DC Comics lied about this up until people cracked open the book. Batman got left at the altar. Sales plummeted after that. So, and Tom King couldn't get them back up. He said he was going to be on for 100 issues, had announced it. They booted him off, and James Tynion came on, and sales quickly rose again. Like the faith in Tom King was gone. Now, somehow Tom King did get this. And you would think somewhere along the line, Tom King would have learned a lesson. He tried to cancel Jay Lee. That blew back in his face. He had to issue a public apology because he wanted a cover removed from a Rorschach book of his, talking about a probably 40-some-year-old comic book vet. Tom King, snot running down his nose, wanting to throw his weight around. here he is. I don't understand how this panel got made. I understand Tom King typed this up and he submitted it to an editor. But what I don't understand is why the editor didn't pull this out of the book. And I don't understand why a publisher didn't come in and alter this, because there's a couple of things that happen here. This destroys the essence and character of Batman. He first calls his parents stupid. A big motivational factor for this character is the love and the loss of his parents. Okay. He calls guns stupid. Okay. I can kind of handle that. But see, Batman respects guns. Batman respects guns to a point that it was handled in issues that him and Robin had to know how to handle guns, not because they use guns, but because that's what they're fighting against. Okay, so again, that's 2 strikes against the character. And then 3, which I almost think is taboo, stupid pearls flew everywhere. Again, that's a callback and a shot at Frank Miller, a guy who basically revitalized his character, came in with a vision, made the character less campy, less Adam West-like, put his stamp on it. And this is the thing, when somebody can't outdo a god like Frank Miller on Batman, the only thing he can do at the end of his second chance pathetic Batman run is call it stupid and think that's going to make a difference in the quality of the book you did. It doesn't. Okay, the only thing stupid is you. You should have just been do the character service. And the fact that all of this took shots at the character, took shots at Frank Miller, the IP itself. This one panel could technically destroy the character. It breaks everything about the character. And then here's the excuse. It's Elseworld. Now, people got all up in arms over the Batwing when that came out. I would argue this panel is a million times worse. That this does more damage to the character because it's actually printed by DC Comics. This is Bruce Wayne. This is technically Batman. It doesn't even matter if it's Elseworld or not. There's certain principles and core of the character that you have to adhere to keep the integrity of the character intact. This destroys everything. This doesn't, and when you understand that this destroys everything about Batman, and people are gonna say I'm taking it too far. No, I'm making an example out of this. If this destroys Bruce Wayne Batman, then what does it do for every character that branches off of this character? Every Robin that's influenced by him, Nightwing, Batgirl, Batwoman, Oracle, whatever, Alfred even. What has he been doing this whole time? Alfred stitching up his bat suit and stitching Bruce up if it was all for stupid. This is ridiculous. And I honestly, people are going to like, oh, you just have a hate on for Tom King. No, I don't. I don't actually. I've talked to him. He seemed fairly friendly before in the past. What I do have an issue with is DC Comics. Why was this printed? Do you respect the characters you have? Do you respect the fans that have been buying this stuff for years? What do you think, Yanzi?
I think the issue here is that basically he made light of the entire tragedy of Batman, which is the whole reason why Batman even exists. If it weren't for that night in that alley with the gun and the pearls, the character Batman wouldn't even exist. He wouldn't have had any reason to exist. So he's basically saying, well, I finally got my chance to have the Batman Catwoman wedding. By the way, screw Batman and your origins.
Right. So anyways, guys, leave me a comment below. Let me know how you feel about this. Am I off point here? Is this too much, too far? Let me know what you think below. Share the video. Hit like if you will. Hit that subscribe button if this is the first time being on this here channel. Also, I need to point out Inglorious Rex is marching its way to $270,000. Now, I'm not committing to it yet, but there is an extra trading card once we hit 270. As you can see, we're like less than $1,400 away. A link is down below. The card is ready to go to the printer, but every backer helps every other backer get more with their package. So please, if you're thinking about it, please go check out the campaign. Let me know what you think about the campaign below, and I will leave you guys with a video for this awesome comic book, Inglorious Rex.
Pardon me and my tone. You can't step to my throne. They ain't working like me. I did this on my own. You asking where we been, huh? I don't know where to begin, huh? All this dirt on my skin. just came here to win. I'm more than a man, I'm a monster. Somebody call him past the doctor. I got a 6th sense for imposters, so now I'm coming for the whole roster. It's not a game, why you playing with me? You could double back, lose track, try and hang with me. It must be in my veins, something you can't tame, cause I break the game. Can't control me. I got the power, I got